Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 behind the scenes so far kind of video thing. It's of part 5, which ran quite long. With these videos, I don't mind so much if they go on for quite a long time and stuff. My audience and fanbase people might, get really annoyed at the fact that that these videos go on too long, or that my figure adventures go too long and whatnot. You can always voice your opinion, down in the comment section if you are getting annoyed at that. I have said in plenty of these sort of videos that I strive and aim. I'm not saying that I will always do 8 to 10 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes, i.e. it's allowed to go over 7 minutes, and it's allowed to go over 8 minutes, but what I don't want it to do is get over, 9 minutes, or 11 minutes, or 10 minutes, or whatnot, which sometimes there's the exceptions to the rule, and that, but I'm trying to format these, obviously, like classic series episodes, if you haven't already guessed, and that, and they always had, obviously, a strict same format of time. Each one would be different in parts, but, and I guess that would be part of the surprise, really. Get what I did there? It'd be split into different parts, and that was part of the surprise. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Another just quick thing. I'm so happy that these people, these really lovely dudes who are proper amazing on YouTube, Who Addicts Reviews, have subscribed to me. Oh my God, they have no idea how much that means to me. Oh my God, I'm literally over the moon about that. Anyway, mini fangirl rant and rave and song and dance about, oh my God, Who Addicts Reviews, adding me, or subscribing to me. Now I bet you they're gonna unsubscribe because I was totally nonchalant about it. Anyway, yeah, shit goes down in this, part, basically. There's a massive massacre of Daleks, if you can't already see, and that. Yeah, pretty much on the sort of Renegade / Davros side, there's only one Dalek against 3 Daleks, and yes, I did use my weathered Dalek, which I got with a Dr. Dalek pack. Of this recording, I don't think the review will be up, but it should be later down the line. And then there's the Strategist Dalek, which, kind of commands this sort of strategy, so he actually does what he's titled, unlike in Victory of the Daleks, that piece of garbage. Well, no, I'm one of the few people who don't mind it. It's not as bad as everyone says, I don't think. I mean, it's a nice introduction to the what is it, Paradigm Daleks, or the Skill Daleks, as other people refer them to, and that, but I think, if it was like the second episode or third episode we saw with the Paradigm Daleks, then I don't think they'd have been a big hit. And I don't see why they changed them, because then they, changed them back to these ones, which we all like. And then I obviously, I've got one of the Victory of the Daleks sort of Ironside ones, which gets blown up by a Suicide Dalek, from Destiny of the Daleks sort of one. I'm trying to, if you haven't already guessed, add as much variety as possible in the Daleks that I've got, and that, and add as many Daleks as possible to really get you a sense of scope and velocity on this, because, it is a Dalek Civil War after all. There is, these Daleks who believe in the Emperor / Supreme Dalek, and then these ones who just believe the old ways of Davros and whatnot. And I'm not going to tell you about the ending and stuff like that, because there's a massive cliffhanger, a belter of a cliffhanger, and if you think that was good, then there's another belter of a cliffhanger coming in the next part, which I so want to tell you all. I'm hoping you won't be able to see it coming, but yeah. Yeah, no, I really liked it. I also mentioned a bit about, the Dalek Supreme, whether or not that's the same Dalek Supreme from, the Crucible in Journey's End and Stolen Earth. But obviously that one did blow up, if you remember, and so he does say, the Doctor's like, oh, how do you have those memories, blah blah blah, and then he's basically just like, those are like, in a data core and so on, and I'm like a different factory made version of that exact same sort of model, if that makes sense. And so basically what I'm saying is, say this Dalek blows up in battle, if that Dalek Supreme wanted another Dalek drone for whatever reason, but it wanted the exact same sort of memories of battles that this one went through, it could upload like those memories, like stick it into a USB stick into it and just pop it out and plop it into the next one, which is pretty neat. Oh, that's my idea, because I've always thought that would be cool, because then, you could trick the enemy into thinking that it's the exact same one and whatnot, and then the enemy could be getting, even more scared, like, oh my god, you're the exact same one that was there on, I don't know, Trenzalore or Arcadia, and then it's like, yes, I know of your, betrayal, if there was, like, I don't know, some sort of, I don't know, like, someone, like, I don't know, pushed it, like, this Gallifreyan guard pushed another guy into that Dalek drone's firepower, but actually, that Dalek drone was actually just the duplicate one, if that makes sense. Kind of like what they tried and did with the Time of the Daleks, with the sort of web network thing, but that was pretty poorly executed, really, because then we all forgot the Doctor's name, woo! And then we all remembered, or whatever, all the Daleks, just extract Tashalem's memories, and then remember, what was the point, woo! Doing things in Doctor Who, and without making them actually have a point, yay! No, not really, that's always bad. Yeah, no, I, if you can't already tell, I'm a big fan of the Daleks. I've always liked the design, but I think compared to the Cybermen are more scary, but I think the design of the Daleks are better. Like, they're just tanks, basically, And oddly enough, because these ones are bigger, they look more tank-like, but yet these ones look more nimble and kind of sort of slick and kind of more just, I don't know, they just look more like efficient tanks, whereas these look more just like more powerful and chunkier tanks, like slower, sluggish kind of tanks, whereas these are more agility kind of like tanks. Basically what I'm trying to say is, like, these ones are like the World War One tanks and those ones are like the World War Two tanks. Because they actually did have World War One tanks, but they were very slow. Like, literally, they could only go up to 30 miles per hour. I have no idea what I'm literally rambling on about, but I'd talk about the ending, but I don't want to ruin the ending for anyone who hasn't seen. Also, yeah, I'd really like it if someone did comment below and say whether or not they don't mind the length of Part 5, or are annoyed, or... I love hearing positive feedback, suggestions on how to improve, or, constructive criticism, basically, oh, I thought this was bad because of the fact that you didn't edit it in editing thing or something, even though I've literally the only thing I have is Movie Maker, and that's crap, so I might as well just do it the way I do it personally, and I like doing it this way, is the answer to that. If you did comment that, but, I don't know, just say, I don't know, really, like, oh, how come you haven't added this Dalek, and I could add that Dalek, or, I don't know, stuff like that. I always love hearing positive feedback, I really do, so, yeah, or you could say, oh my god, that was a good episode because, of these reasons, or it was bad because it was too long, or, I don't know, there was too much of a battle sequence and not enough of the bit at the end, or I don't know, there needs to be better lighting over there, even though there's a giant cupboard there blocking the rest of the light from over there, so that's why. But yeah, I fixed that at least. There was a problem with the lighting last time, because I had the curtains closed and I used my angled poise light, which I normally use in pretty much all of these figure adventures that I do, basically that was extremely dark. One last thing, I did a kind of like script thing for a scene of the quick script kind of thing in his Doctor Who journal thing for the beginning bit of Dalek Civil War Part 5. So the bit, basically the line where the Doctor's going on about the mercy and compassion is gone, so on and so forth, and that bit was written down just so I could remember it all, basically. So, because mostly I don't do scripts. I used to, but I don't know, it's a bit iffy, really. If they're a big speech and it's actually really good, I think, then yeah, I'll write it down, I guess, from now on. But if it's not, you know, like, I don't know, like the Doctor saying, I don't know, Amy, remember to get the bag from the TARDIS because that has the bomb. Okay, Doctor, or something, you know, it's a bit like, you know, I could just say that instead of just writing it down. It's a bit of a pointless, laborious task, but I used to have fun doing that, so, you know, each to their own, basically. Yeah, basically, so far, I'll definitely have to say these ones are screwed, basically, unless some miracle happens and something happens. But yeah, thanks for watching, comment, rate, and subscribe.